Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this live edition of Road Trip and half of what Channing called and probably many assumed would be the biggest game of the season thus far. Obviously, cup play in full swing. We've got the undefeated Cleveland Cavaliers at 15-0 in Boston. Top two teams in the East. Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye, Kendrick Perkins is on his way. Wow, guys. Boston leads at 65-48. The largest deficit, thanks for joining us here, by the way, on Road Trippin's YouTube page. If you haven't already, subscribe. The Cavs' largest deficit before tonight was 7 points at half. Cleveland came in with the best three-point percentage in the NBA to date. They're shooting 29%. They're being outscored from downtown by 30. Boston has 6 guys with at least 2 threes. Jason Tatum is a perfect 4 for 4. I believe 20 consecutive times. It's a record. They've hit at least 13 in a game, and they've mastered that by the half already. They've got 14 through the first 2 quarters. Where are our thoughts? Because we've got Sam Davidson in here saying, Davison, let's go road tripping. Jalen Banks saying, Cavs, they're going to make it close. Oracle says, refs letting everything slide for Boston.
This is what I say. This doesn't hinge on a game for me. Last year, did the Cavs beat Boston in the postseason in games? Did they win games?
In the postseason?
Yes. Did they?
No.
Exactly. But this is what I'm saying, though. It's like when you look at when you look at how Boston played against Cleveland, you know that this is a big quality team. No one's questioned, is Boston the leading championship team? The defending champions brought everybody back. The thing is this, of all the teams that we thought would raise their level to try and get there, it was Milwaukee, it was Philly, it was Dallas. It was those teams that were like, okay, the Knicks. We thought they were going to raise their level to try and get up to them, right? And then all of a sudden, the Cavs show up, and you're like, well, this kind of makes sense because their team has been getting better every year. But I look at it and I'm just like, okay, like I believe that this team, not necessarily can they beat the Celtics, but I believe that they're in contention. If they were 12-3 right now, I'd be saying the same thing. 15-0, that to me is different. It shows a connectivity with their squad.
One thing is a Chrysler 300 looked like a Maybach till the Maybach roll up, and the thing is, Boston has been to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think 4 different times. They've won a chip. They've been in the NBA Finals. They are not fazed by what Cleveland is trying to do. Cleveland is trying to phase the Celtics, and it's not working. I think for me, Cleveland needs to be more physical. Somebody told me while I was, a couple years back about the makeup of this team is, Cleveland doesn't have bigs. They have talls, right? They have really skilled talls. They have no one that's really physical that makes things tough for Boston. And, I liken Boston's greatness a lot to Golden State's. When they're moving, shaking, passing, they have 5 guys that are elite at 3 different skill sets. If you let them do what they're doing, they're going to barbecue chicken you. You can't just play regular basketball against Boston. You got to make it dirty. You got to make it ugly. You got to make it boring. You have to pick a guy and say, this one guy is going to be the guy tonight. Everyone else, as hard as that is, everyone else can't. We're not going to let you play team basketball. And right now, everyone's getting a little piece. Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Jason Tatum. They're just like, oh, this matchup works. This matchup works. I'm good. Now, Cleveland's saving grace. Karis LeVert, Max Strus. But at the end of the day, they're missing Kristaps Porzingis. So let's put things in perspective. Does this game matter? Absolutely. And I think it's great for Cleveland. I think it's great that you're 15-0 and the defending champs say, hey, hold up now. Like, it's game 16. But if y'all want us to put on the big boy shoes, we can put on the big boy shoes. And that's why I'm saying this is the most important game of the season, because Cleveland's either going to go on another 9, 10, 12 run, or they're going to, lose confidence in who they are.
Well, and hear me out. This is the thing, Ali. We we made a mistake here. We're very respectful in this. Cleveland won game 2 last year. They won game 2 last year in the postseason.
Oh, I thought you just meant in general.
No.
Like, obviously, they got beat is the point of what you're saying.
No. But that's why I was just like, let me double check before we.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that Cleveland beat Boston in one game. Now they were shorthanded, guys banged up, no Jared Allen, people banged up. They won a game. So my point is, one game situation. I'm not wondering, can Cleveland beat Boston a game? They beat them a game last year in the postseason. I'm looking at this more from a space of. Someone said they needed this L. It's a measuring stick. I don't think Boston's. No, I'm not disputing that. I'm saying though that like.
Do you guys think? Real question to that point. Obviously, we're watching it throughout the second half, so stick around with us. I think we got a lot of Cavs fans in here, and if our resident Boston guy Kendrick Perkins would join, I think that's a big.
He's afraid of us. He was nervous.
Why we did this. Do you think this game, this win would mean more for, obviously cup play is on the line and we all understand
it means more for Cleveland.
Does it mean more for Cleveland or does it mean more for Boston?
It means way more for Cleveland. I mean, like when you're a champion and if you're a champion and someone shows up, you're like, okay, well, they got to prove it. Cleveland's trying to prove something. Boston's not trying to prove anything. They might be trying to quiet the noise. And that was a terrible shot attempt by Darius Garland. Like, know your defender. I knew he was going to get blocked by White. Just you got to go to your left hand, go around the shot blocker, not
Can I say this? And I think Darius Garland is great. What was my biggest issue with what happens when you play these bigger NBA champion teams?
Wait, they're 15-0. They're 15-0. So slow down.
Listen, no. We're talking about championship. We're not talking regular season.
Okay, you got to give me a second. You got to give me a second.
Utah 2.0.
You got to give me a second example. You got to give me a second example other than the Boston Celtics. You got to give me a second example of who you think that when you're talking about these bigger championship guard type teams, who else would you be? And I'm saying who would be in that, because the Knicks don't have that. The Knicks don't have that. Well, I'm saying the Knicks don't have that. Philly does have some very big wings, but Tyrese Maxey is a small guard. Say what you want.
He's bigger. He's bigger. He's way bigger than Darius Garland.
Yeah, and Donovan Mitchell's way bigger than him. So
Darius Garland, and I'm not picking on him, but Richard, you know this right now. If you were to game plan the Cavaliers, you're going to go at Garland because he's not going to switch everything. They're either in a show and give back. Now you're in rotation. You can't be in rotation versus a team that's shooting 17 for, what is it? I don't even know what they are.
Can you read a box? Can you read a box?
Are you talking about Boston right now?
Yeah.
From 3, 17 and 25.
17 for 25. Come on now. You're not winning that game.
Can you guys use a game like this, 15 games into the season, going up against the defending champs, many of which have a great chance of running it back, and be able to actually make a realistic evaluation of, for example, someone in the chat, Christopher Porter. Can you guys name that one element you believe they're missing the Cavs to make that jump to be in the finals?
Against Boston, you could say physicality, but you're talking about the talls. They actually have the guys from the big standpoint. They have the size to go against those dudes. But who's going to bang them in there?
What I'm saying is,
Al Horford. I'm saying they need bigger wings. Is the one thing that you're saying?
I just think if you were to post somebody up versus Boston, if they switch, they're switching Drew, Derek, Peyton Pritchard. They don't punish those switches. They're not willing to just throw it into Evan Mobley or Jared Allen 5, 10, 15 times and get a layup and establish your defense. That's what I'm saying by bigs. And yes, they don't have that forward that is physical with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum that makes it uncomfortable for them. If you watch them, I know Boston's plays. They're running their plays. You can't beat Boston and they're running their plays. It's impossible. They're too good. It's awesome to watch, but they're too good.
Yeah. Cleveland is going for something. Boston's trying to get through the regular season and tweak and improve on things.
and now you shoot one pass shot. That's not how Cleveland plays.
But what was our score Christmas Day when we played against the Cavs the year, or when we played against the Warriors? Right, like we played against that. We played against that on Christmas Day after when Blatt was still coaching us.
Oh, the year
I was in Orlando, depressed.
Yeah, I'm saying we lost.
Drinking margaritas.
And then the year we were the defending champions, we beat them in Cleveland.
This is such an off night for Darius Garland. 4 points, 1 of 14 shooting, 0 for 3 from deep. What are you seeing from Darius?
He's got to play
better. He's got to play better. You got to play better.
How?
Oh God, make a fucking 3-point. I'm making a 3-point shot isn't because of who's guarding you.
Richard.
Channing, I support your opinion, bro. I'm not disputing that they don't have small guards, or it's like, but bro, Darius, like Tyrese Maxey is the exact same human as, but he's just more physical in the way he plays. You're not going to sit here and convince me that the extra 7 pounds that Tyrese Maxey has over Darius Garland makes him the exact same thing. Right.
While Channing talks to Siri, do you guys agree with Sam Davison? OKC healthy is the only team I think that has a chance versus Boston.
Ooh.
I agree. But everyone, I don't think that this is it. I think Minnesota, if they play well, if Ant proves that, like Channing's at a point right now where it's like, hey, the Celtics are going to win the championship. Everybody else below them is shit, and here are why they're shit. Well, then you got to express it in a different. I'm asking for you to express it in a different way.
The Celtics are the most complete team in the NBA, and now if the only 2 teams that I think realistically have a chance, if they are completely, now here's 3 ifs: if they are healthy, if their chemistry is right, and if they buy in defensively and have extra effort, are Denver and Philly. That's it.
But Denver doesn't have enough talent. I'm saying Jokic could go ham like old school Bron and average a 18 and 18 triple double. But I'm saying
average more than that, because if you're Denver, you're slowing the pace down. They got 80 points, Richard. It's not even halfway through the quarter. They're moving too good. You got to be ugly. Somebody got to fuck them up in a good way.
I agree, bro.
Okay.
No one's over here saying that Boston's this, but like, we can't just end the stream and say Boston's the fucking best team and then say, see you guys tomorrow.
So let's look at why Miami has, for most part, has Boston's number when they're healthy. It's because they make the game boring and gross.
But Boston shot the ball well. Slow. They were up 3. Not Boston, but Miami shot the ball well.
Because they wore Boston down. But not very many teams are that disciplined, that well coached, and willing to buy into that style of game. If you have a big man who you can throw the ball to, get a double team, and get wide open threes or get layups, I think it slows Boston's attempts down. If they shoot 35 or less threes, I'm pretty sure their winning percentage goes down. That could be me, but I've known that in the past.
Let's check in with our viewers because there's a lot of them and they're fun. I do know that Andis Brown has been on here since we've been doing lives dating back to last playoffs. Okay. Just hopped on. We got an angry RJ tonight. How accurate is that statement, Richard? Actually, that's his way of saying thank you for your loyalty because we appreciate having you on all of these lives.
Richard, you know the TSA agent in Atlanta goes, hey, see Fry, because I'm there obviously every week, 36 weeks a year. They go, yo, are you Richard's cousin? And I said, do I look like Richard?
First of all, you're like, that's an insult. If you no, I won't. Tobias is my guy. I let Tobias my guy. I'm talking shit.
Hey, they're winning. They're doing what he needs to do. He left the team, and now they're the worst team in the East. So value and veterans.
Go Jay says Boston is basically at an open gym tonight.
For sure.
Yes, when you have that many guys, you just swing, open pass, knock it down.
The only in Cleveland channel, Cavs need Cam Johnson.
Mm-mm.
I don't. I like Cam, but I don't see how Cam.
Wait, who's the black belt in Indiana Johnson? What's his name?
People keep talking about that shit. Like give me one. Like he's great player. Like I'm saying, a great dude. But like people always make it seem we need a toughness guy. But he's like Udonis Haslam era now. Like that's where he's at now.
We need that type of guy. We need somebody who like, man, I'm just gonna mess this game up. It don't like I'm gonna get it technical, but we're gonna be all right.
While
Like
we're in
beef
commercial
stew
break
in
and the
Detroit.
Cavs are struggling right now in this game, Xavier B. Sixers have George who can outplay Brown and Embiid limit switches. There's some spicy chatter outside of just switches and X's and O's in Philadelphia right now, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Thoughts?
I'll let Richard go first.
No, man. Like the call is coming from inside the house. The same thing that we were saying outside the house as professionals that have been in locker rooms with guys that are injured and watch management mishandle things and like they know it's a dumpster fire. They have a championship coach. They have a top 5 talented player in the world, if not the most dominant player in the world when healthy and Embiid. You got all this talent, and it's like they don't even look collected. When you hear stories about Tyrese Maxey telling Joel Embiid, like, bro, you got to show up on time. You got to like be on things in the right way. Why is the kid, not the owner, not the coach, not the GM, why is the kid the one saying that you need to be more professional? More professional.
Dude.
I love Nick Nurse. Daryl Morey, people say all these things. Why is the child parenting why is the child parenting the adults? That's what I see. And there's also something to said, real talk. James Harden wanted to go back to Daryl Morey because there are rumors that when you're the best player and Daryl Morey's your guy, you can do whatever you want. Come and go as you please. Daryl Morey, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the energy. That's why James Harden in Houston, James Harden wanted to get back to him to be able to kind of run his own show. Joel Embiid can run his own show. Kawhi can run his own show with the Clippers. There are certain places that allow individuals, based off their greatness, to just go do what they want to do. But the children should not be parenting the adults. The 24-year-old should not be talking to the MVP in front of the coach, in front of the team, saying, you need to hold yourself more accountable.
It's true.
There's nothing else. That shit wouldn't go in high school.
I think people need to take a step back. For Tyrese Maxey to think that was a valid point at that time, how long has that been going on? It just doesn't. For guys to speak up in a locker room, hey, if something's going on in your life, you're a little late, we get it. But if you've been putting in work, then nobody cares. They're like, hey, that's not him, we'll get him back. For this to get leaked, who was in that locker room that leaked this?
Everybody.
Why did they leak it? Think about that, Richard. I thought,
because they leaked it. You know why? Because they leaked it, in my opinion.
So the world knows the expectations that the Sixers have now put on Joel Embiid.
And his teammates have. And look, I love Joel the Troll. I love Joel the Troll. I love that. I love it when he trolls. Oh, it's like same thing that Pat Riley, who we regard as one of the godfathers in this sport. Pat Riley, what did he say to Jimmy Butler when Jimmy Butler was running?
Hey, you ain't playing, shut the hell up.
Mm-hmm.
So Pat Riley, do you think Pat Riley would have said that to Joel Embiid? Pat Riley's not afraid. But I'm saying Pat Riley's not afraid. And Pat Riley would rather do it his way and lose players. Lost D Wade. D Wade moved on. This is what we're gonna do. We'll bring you back at some point in time. But
the 76ers also.
No,
The 76ers are, if they're healthy, for sure beating a healthy Knicks. That's not even a question.
I'm not that part. But like, what's your percentage chance of that team being 100% healthy and playing well?
Zero.
Okay.
Zero?
So why are we hypotheticals? Yes, it's 10 point.
Don't look now. 82-74.
Oh, they're not.
They're doing.
No one on Cavs are averaging more than 30 minutes a night, except for I think Donovan and maybe Jarrett, and they're right at like 31 minutes. So if those boys want to play 42 minutes tonight to keep this streak alive, you're going to let them play 42 minutes to keep this streak alive. They're going to play until the final 2 minutes. And now we have a game, boys. 8. Timeout, Joe.
By the way, Mike just said in the comments, y'all got to have a players only meeting with Perk. His ass is always late.
Yeah, he like Joel. He's our Joel Embiid.
Don't say that.
Richard.
Don't say that.
God. Richard.
I will say this. Niang this year. Oh, please, that's a charge. Dude, yes. Hey, sorry, I'm a little ahead of you guys.
No, I saw the charge.
When we talk about vets and guys that are not playing for stats and guys that even out your team with your stars that are going to be up and low or down and high, I think Georges Niang, the most winningest player of the last 6 years, has been awesome to watch him do well here. We're going to need Donovan Mitchell.
Channing, what's your score?
Whoa! Evan Mobley, yes!
Channing, what's your score?
What score? 76-82.
Okay.
I'm ahead of you. And one, Evan Mobley.
Okay, yeah, you are ahead.
Hey, Evan Mobley, about dang time. But this is what I'm saying. If Evan Mobley wins his matchup, Boston, you're getting layups. They can't get out on fast breaks. You set your defense. Like, it's as good as Boston is, they cannot compete with that style of basketball. It's not pretty. It's boring. They need to get up 53s. And I don't have a secret feed. I just have the NBA League Pass. I work for the NBA, so.
I know. Channing always cheers for the Cavs.
Always. Dude, I like the Cavs. I love the Cavs. But let's be real. Even if they were my team, I would say these same things. I'll be like, hey, we gotta make it ugly. We gotta
G-Wagon.
Did you just see that too, Rich? Elijah kneeing the G-Wagon.
No. I was not an Evan Mobley build. I could not jump like that or move like that.
Such an underrated player on this team.
Who?
I don't think he's underrated. How are you underrated when nobody thinks about you?
What'd you say?
How are you underrated when nobody even know you were rated?
I feel like this is a personal. I feel like you got triggered there, Channing.
Do you want to know an interesting stat, Rich? While we're sitting here in commercial break for Channing.
What?
Jaylen Brown needed one more 3 today to reach Channing Frye in 139th place all time.
Hey, yo.
With 1,049 threes.
1,000 points.
You know what I said? It took him long enough. Motherfucker been shooting for 16 years. I didn't play the last 3 years. What are you talking about?
Jaylen Brown's in like year 9.
No, he's not, is he? Hey, Siri, what year is Jaylen Brown in?
Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe anything is possible, Channing Frye uses Siri to do his homework. We got ourselves a game, boys. But this is also the Boston Celtics being the Boston Celtics.
They need a rhythm offensively.
What do you mean the Boston Celtics being the Boston Celtics? Bored?
No, they missed 8 out of their last 9 threes. So when they have a tough stretch, now we got a 4-point game. Jordan,
The minivan. The minivan.
So 22-5 run.
I still can't believe I saw that stat the other day. And he was like at the head of like superstars, George Niang with the most wins.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Niang is now guarding Tatum. Also, that's not a foul. You'll see in a second.
But, oh, what about the back cut?
Niang built like a tight end right now, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna work
I
that
love
off?
it. But those are the guys that like you love playing against. You love playing against, no lie. Because it's like he's not dirty, he's just grimy. Remember the other Mark Jackson?
Oh God, yes.
Come poke your head on here.
Oh yeah.
Who's this? Is this Corey's punk ass?
No.
Oh.
I'm at work. I have a game. I gotta go actually do a show in a second.
Oh,
that's the legend.
Wait, have I ever told Big Shot Bob something somebody told me in my third year of basketball?
Oh
no,
what's that?
No, this is a great thing. It's a great thing. So I was in Portland, obviously where I'm at now, and one of the coaches goes, Channing, you're trying to be something you're not. You know what you need to be? Robert Horry. And so he gave me a DVD.
Do you feel disrespected? Do you feel disrespected, Robert? I would feel.
Here's what he was saying. No. And he was in the biggest compliment. He goes, Channing, you shoot better than everyone. You're a jack of all trades. You just want to win. You don't need to be the main guy for us to win. Like you're like I had hit some game winners. He goes, Channing, you're Robert Horry. Like when you're out there, we do better. Always. And so I was like, oh, what? And he started showing me your film. And I go, oh shit, this is tight. And then the whole season, you didn't even play in fucking San Antonio. And then you're in the playoffs, and everyone's like, where the hell did this dude come from?
Hey, that's the best thing when all of a sudden you're just that silent assassin.
Dude.
When you're so assuming people don't expect anything out, next thing you know, you got like 10 or 15, and you're like, yo, man, I'm just doing my job. And
remember they used to run that same play where you used to start the top of the key, and if you went under, you would shoot the three, and then if you curled over the top, you would just go to the hoop, or you would dump it off to Tim Duncan. And I was like, hey, I like this play. So we used to run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that play.
Big Shot, one question though. So I grew up, I watched you in Houston, you and Sam Cassell starting out. I also played against you and whatever, and then watched you.
Damn.
I watched you played against them too. I watched you.
Old? Are you really that old?
I know they try to make it out that I'm like 70 or something.
No. I'm saying I watched you right before I got into the league, but this is my saying. Of all of your like moments, where would you rank the like Detroit Pistons game where you were like dunking?
Ooh.
Like you didn't even know you had that, and I know you. You was like, oh, I feel good today. Come on,
that Tiger Bond hit, didn't
ridiculous.
it?
Man,
that was one of the most ridiculous.
I ranked that moment number one, just for the fact that you know playing for.
Oh, did we lose it?
No.
Oh no. We're no, Allie, what is going on?
Look at that face, Allison.
Oh, I want to hear this. Oh, he's gonna have to hear this story again. Oh, people. Oh, we got a 4-point game. Come on, Allie.
Hey, I like the fight as she comes back. I love this adjustment by Atkinson. Right? Look at this lineup. This is a bigger lineup, Richard. Okay, it's just me.
I'm listening. I'm here.
This is a big lineup for them, right?
Oh,
they come back for Cleveland. Oh, give it to him, Jared Allen.
Oh, we can look at the score.
I know they're only down 9 seconds.
What? I know. Can we get Big Shot Bob? What the heck happened? Allie will be back.
Oh, come on, Yang. Georgies, you ain't getting that.
Okay. Wait.
He's got to finish it because that actually was a great story.
We didn't hear nothing.
We didn't hear any of it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
I didn't hear any of it. Where do you rank that game? Where do you rank that of all of your performances? That was my most impressive.
It was really good.
I think I ranked that moment number one due to the fact that it happened in finals, and you played for Pop, so you know if you're not Tim, Tony, or Manu, you don't get any plays ran for you.
Nope.
So for me being that hot and all the shots I had to force up in the second half because I had 0 points in the first half. I stunk up the gym, but to have the mindset to come out and still just play the game and then get an incredible dunk when, like you said, I didn't dunk no more that day. I got a great dunk, So for me, that moment was fantastic. But overall, the egotistical part of me really loved the shot against the Kings in the playoffs at home.
That was the biggest shot.
Because you always want to hear the fans chant your name, but I also love the fact that when I was in Detroit and they showed a picture of that, and you got all the fans like this going, "Oh no," because they know your rep, they know who you are, and they know it's going to probably be a dagger in the heart. So,
how old were you in that championship?
35.
Okay, so I want to make sure. I want to make sure people know. No. I want to make people make sure. I want to give my proper respect. When we're old men in the finals, when we get to the old men and you're like, hey, I got a shot at this, there's certain people that you look at and you're like, this is how you do it. Al Horford's done it. You've done it. Like Steve Kerr crushed us in 01. I promise you, I was trying to channel my best Robert Horry, be the old man glue guy.
Hang on, Rich, though. How different is it when that's him winning number 6 and you going for your
disgusting? Shut up, Alex.
I don't know. I
just didn't know how different it would be.
There is no difference. He knows winning 1 is fucking hard. Winning X is hard. I view it as this. Steve Kerr, when he did that, when he was with the San Antonio Spurs with us his last year, that was like 6 for him. I don't give a shit. I just want to be a champion. I'm not trying to rank it.
9.
How old were you when you did that nasty dunk when you was with the Cleveland Cavaliers? I can't remember.
36. I was 36.
Yeah, see,
36.
Yeah, we can always muster it up every once in a while.
Look,
and bring it out of you.
Look. I'm not as good as I once was, but I can be good once as I ever was.
Exactly.
Say this. Rest in peace, Toby Keith.
Okay, for you guys in the chat, I'm going to turn this over to Rich and Channing. Maybe our guy Perk will join at some point.
Maybe. We got a fourth quarter.
For those in the chat, Rob and I just don't connect. Like, we actually have a job to go do. We're at work.
Yeah. She's at Spectrum Sports. She's like, hey, her and Rob just hanging out. It's like they're Spectrum Sports.
All right, we're gonna go to the Lakers.
Elijah, can I?
Much respect, fellas.
You got to get you back on.
Hi. Oh, look.
Hi.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, do you know who this is?
Do you know who that is?
I don't know who that old dude
Big
is.
Shot Bob. That's Big Shot.
You're not even that old now.
Big Bob?
Don't do that.
No, not
Big Bob.
Big
Bob.
Yeah, the legend. All right.
All right, bye, guys.
Beat it, kid.
You guys are staying on, right?
Yeah, we're not going nowhere.
Okay.
Well, we ain't got nothing else to do.
Phoenix, you host. You take over.
Yeah. Move. Okay, what do we talk about?
Channing, whoa, did we? You're just you, bro. All these people are watching you talk. Oh, you scared now?
No. My sons had to run a mile today.
Hey, Channing, you have your new analyst.
Okay, here we go. What are you seeing, Phoenix? Nope.
I'm seeing
You guys
Donovan Mitchell is getting some good shots.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, Donovan Mitchell, if you want to be great in the fourth quarter, he has to keep this game extremely close. This means when you're on the road, keep it to a 2-possession game until the last 3-ish minutes, and then you got to go for it.
Yep, that's true.
Who do you think's gonna win this?
But the fact,
Boston has a pretty good chance because I feel like they're gonna win. They're the defending champions, and they're the best. I feel like they're the best team.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell with another.
I saw that thing.
You saw that 3?
That was a ball.
That was tough.
Hey, but what I'm saying is,
where were you born?
Cleveland.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
Cleveland.
I got a Cleveland kid.
Yeah, Cleveland. Yeah, championship baby. Now move, bro.
No.
I gotta work. Move. Beat it, kid.
But look at this big lineup, Richard. And this is not, again.
Do you like it?
It's been winning. He's rolling with it.
Yes. You got 2.
Look at this. Niang, Mitchell.
Like I can. Donovan's bringing it up. He's trying to get cooking now.
Hey, don't pass nothing.
Oh, you can. It's so funny. It's so funny with. Yeah, he knows ball. He gets in. Like this is what he sits and listens to all day long. This is what all he listens to is us yell about that. You could see Donovan Mitchell was going to get going. That was a heat check. That 3.
Okay.
No, that's a good shot. I don't mind you going against Peyton Pritchard shooting that.
I don't either. I just need. Okay, look. I love paint shots. You give your team opportunity. You can't do that. You can't do flybys.
I'm with you.
You cannot do flybys. Make him kick. I know you're getting tired. Here's where Donovan Mitchell. Look at North Georgie's. Look at Georgie's. Put the minivan on him. Hey, but low key, I've known Peyton Pritchard since he was like 12, which is crazy to think. All he does is play one-on-one versus.
Yeah, no, he brings guys in. He brings guys in.
Yes.
He needs to.
Because he knows that everyone's going to go, oh, it's Peyton Pritchard. I'm going to post him up one-on-one.
Wait, is Johnny Bryant? Is my guy Johnny Bryant in Cleveland?
Yeah, he's somebody out there.
Uh-oh, Donovan with the snatchback. Oh! 2 buckets in a row. No, he was not born. Wait, really quickly. He was not born in the same hospital that Steph and Clay were. Steph and Bron. They were born in Akron, I think, or like in there. My guys were Cleveland Clinic guys.
No, dude. Jared Allen.
Cleveland ball.
Doing.
Daddy, can you help me? I don't know how to attach that.
Well, slow down, buddy.
Dude, how about my son for the chat? And I'm not hyping this up, but I have never ran at 14 years old and 6'5", a 7-flat mile. What? I couldn't run a 7-flat mile in the league.
Really?
Richard, he's 6'5". He wears a 17. He's 14. He ran a 7-flat mile.
That's kind of like, that's impressive. That's what I like. Look, I'm that guy. Like, that's what I kind of did. No lie. Do you want to know a funny story? Can I tell you guys a funny story? So, you know, Eric, my best friend growing up is Eric. Yeah. And he was let's say, just for context, he used to swim with his shirt on when we were in junior high. He used to swim with his shirt on in junior high. So freshman year, freshman year of high school, they start doing all the testing. Second day of PE, I step up in PE. We're on the track. We're gonna test your mile. That BS. And I look over because even at 14, I was an arrogant knucklehead. I go, who's got the best time? Right, like one of those. Like what's my mark that I'm trying to beat? And the guy goes, some kid named Eric Larson in second period had a 6:57 mile. I'm like, the fat kid, right? So at that point in time, I have some pressure on me. I have some pressure because now I'm like, the kid that wasn't good enough to make our junior high team, I can't let him have a better mile than me.
That hurts.
I almost killed myself in Phoenix, Arizona, sprinting as hard as I could just so I wouldn't lose the mile to him. What
did you get?
I think I got like 640 or something like that, but I was trucking, bro. And I was, this is 14-year-old Richard that was just out of it. But it was more of because I had a goal to go get. I kid you not, as soon as that class was over, I sprinted on campus to go try and find him. Like, yo, where is this dude? And I was like, bro, you had a little bit of growth spurt. You're not as, he literally didn't make the junior high basketball team because he was too chubby.
Damn.
What are you laughing about? No, I'm saying you got to be in shape if you're going to play basketball. You got to be in shape if you're going to play. That's all.
Richard, I have another funny 8th grade story. So PE, we were in Chandler, Arizona, dirt track. Our PE coach had a megaphone and would sit at the top. And it was all of us. Now there's the track athletes, the basketball players, the regular kids, and the girls. So they let the boys go unless the girls want to get. If you can get a mile and you weren't the last boy, now it's the 90s, and you weren't the last boy, they'd give you didn't have to dress for weeks, like 2 weeks. It was weird. I don't know. But the girls.
That's that private school stuff, ladies and gentlemen. That's that.
It wasn't private school. We were in Chandler, Arizona. Hendricks Junior High. We were the bad school. So because girls didn't want to dress, they didn't want to get sweaty. So they said, hey, once a month, you aren't last. You don't have to dress out the rest of the weeks. So there was this kid named Bellinger. a little bigger dude, but he would sit at the starting line like this, and we're looking at him like, boy, you better stop it. We're like, boy, you better stop it. You ain't running nowhere. So, hey, the coach would say, hey, on your mark, get set, go. And Bellinger would go. So everybody starts off running. Oh, he was walking like this. And the coach, for literally 8 minutes, 10 minutes, would make jokes at Bellinger. What I didn't know was Bellinger was his nephew, right? So nobody knew that, right? For whatever reason, nobody cared anyways. He'd be like, come on, Bellinger, I don't have a sundial. And he's way up there, and we're running and lapping Bellinger. And he's like, good job, guys.
That's
he's
funny.
Like, come on, Bellinger.
Bellinger, yeah.
But
I kid you not. I look back on, sometimes you look back on your life and you're like, have you always been this competitively like psycho? And then you're like, you think about those moments and you're like, yes. I walked up in PE on the first day and was like, yo, what's the best time? Some kid named Eric Larson in second period had a 6:57 mile. The fat kid? Yeah, that was bad. Somebody was like, Richard, you made finals in his rookie year. I learned after we talked to Chet Holmgren. I learned after we talked to Chet Holmgren because you realize he was born in like 2003. So, yes, I was very fortunate. I went to the finals my first 2 years. If we're counting multiple leagues, I went to the national championship and then 2 straight NBA finals. Uh-oh. Here's the other dude. What's up, bro? You want to come talk to Uncle Channing? You got to come on this side. We're going to talk to Uncle Channing. Come here. Come here. Get over here. We're going to talk to Uncle Channing. Get over here. What did I say? You're going to talk? Get on this side. The pot is hot. The pot is hot. If you're going to come on this side.
And so back to the game.
Oh, we're still talking about basketball. I just thought we were hanging out with everybody. Don't do that.
Well, let's do this. I have 8:13 on my clock. Let's go till 6 minutes and then let everyone watch the rest of the 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to them anyway. I got these 2 big heads next to me.
I know. I got to go pick up my kid at pizza place. Oh, and one?
Derek White's a problem. The score is 97-101, Jason.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Rich, who do you think's going to win this game? We're looking for your analysis. You're the new.
Ooh. I just think I want Cleveland to win.
Okay.
I like it.
I just think they're gonna get weak at the end.
They're gonna get weak at the end.
And like at the very end, and Celtics are gonna win.
You think Celtics are gonna win? Who's gonna dominate for the Celtics?
I'll say Derek White.
Derek White. Okay.
Actually, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has a lot of points.
Okay. Derek White's 6 for 10 from 6 for 10 from the field. All right.
Yeah, Derek White.
Derek White. Yeah, he's nice. All right, bro. Hey, you two beat it, bro. All right. All right, next time out, we're going to let you guys go. We're going to get back to family time, but we both enjoy – I'll speak for Channing, too, because I don't give a damn. We enjoy doing these lives. We like getting on, just cracking, because this is typically what we do on the text chain. We might as well – we're just pretty much opening it up to you guys. What was it like playing with Kidd in your early days? Playing with Jason Kidd there's never been a human being that I've ever been around, including LeBron, because Bron is a scorer. Now, hear me out. Jason Kidd makes the game so easy because he doesn't really want to score. He wants to spend 48 minutes helping other people score. Bron does that, but he also is going to get his 25, maybe 40, maybe 30. Like, Bron going to do that. But with Jay Kidd, you know that he's going to feed you 10 to 15 shots every single night as long as you run hard and play defense. He's the best point guard that I've ever played with. I think the greatest point guards that I think, in my opinion, Magic Johnson's number one.
Number one.
Okay. Magic Johnson's number one. And then for me, I have Jason Kidd in a top 3, top 4. I'll let everybody else argue about that. I just think of that, like, you can go Oscar Robertson, you can go these different guys. Jay Kidd to me is a top 5 point guard of all time. Right? Top five.
No, it's not a charge.
That is not
Oh, we got a 2-point game. 7 minutes to go.
Dude.
So, Channing, if Cleveland loses in overtime in Boston, would you say?
No, this is different. How they're playing now is different than how they were playing. Like the
down by 20 at halftime.
Shannon?
Yes.
Is your dog watching the game?
No, he's chilling. He's right here.
Bro.
I'm just saying.
It's over.
What's that jar of peanut butter, Channing?
Get out of here. You're sick. Come here.
That's a funny. See you, ladies and gentlemen. I would not say Steph is a PG. Me and Perk get into that argument of all time.
Steph is not a point guard.
Steph is closer to Allen Iverson than he is Magic Johnson, John Stockton, and all of the point guards that have always come before him. That's no disrespect. There's no disrespect to Steph. But if you say two guards, I think Steph's probably the third greatest two guard we've ever seen. I would put him behind MJ. I would put him behind Kobe. And then I would probably put Steph. So I think he's the third greatest two guard. I just watch Steph too much. I watch Steph too much as a two guard. That's it.
I don't even like that argument. Steph has never.
We know it's what the reason why people
has he ever led the league in assists, or
no? The reason why Warrior fans like to put him in that category is because they would rather have a legacy argument with him at that position than him at the two guard position, because they know they'll never get past MJ and they'll never get past Kobe. So for them, they're like, well, he's a point guard, and it's like, give us the criteria. Well, that's the position he plays. It's like, guys, he wouldn't even.
Garland is playing great defense, but they are going at him crazy.
Well, listen, if someone's going to hit you over the head for 48 minutes, you might as well start stopping them.
That is true.
Pritchard's up 7, 5 to go.